complete madness to build a new nuclear power station at Oldbury. It's going to be huge, it's going to be on a floodplain, there's going to be lorries trundling around with nuclear waste. They don't know what to do with the waste already, so it would just be complete madness. I don't know how anyone can even think of building a new nuclear power station there. So we need to stop this before it gets any further.
Come to Stroud to sort of promote the fact that it doesn't seem a very good idea to build a nuclear power station anywhere, and certainly not somewhere that's about to flood.
Seven side together against nuclear development. This is a short film about the roadshow on Saturday the 1st of February in Stroud. The evening covered many aspects of nuclear development, from flooding to emergency planning, but this film covers mostly what we can do instead of nuclear.
What are you going to be saying tonight?
Well, basically I'm going to be looking at how the Forest of Dean can be self-sufficient in all the power required to generate all the energy for their heating and their lighting, e.g. their electricity and heating. So that's what I'm talking about tonight.
Wow.
This represents the energy required to heat and electrify the Forest of Dean. Okay? There's 100 pieces of fruit and vegetable in there. This programme would be to negate the need for nuclear power. And the requirement to insulate our homes, turn down the heating, I don't want to sound like Cameron, but put on an extra jumper. You know, these are all things that people do understand. So, field-mounted PV solar, that's 2, 4, 6, try not to bruise the fruit, 8, it's quite a lot, it's about 250 hectares, about 500 acres. Just two, roof-mounted PV, only 2%. That's 20% of properties. The other thing that people have got to realise, of course, is that energy does cost. People got used to effectively free fossil fuels for the last 2 or 3 generations, and we're not in that space anymore. They're going to get ever more expensive. And the thing about renewables is that they actually are generated locally. So somebody locally has to come and fix the problem that they're in. Somebody locally has to come and put it up. Somebody locally has to read the meter. We're looking at a program at the moment in the forest, which is 5,000 new jobs and a 24% increase in the economy from renewables. So the Forest of Dean economy would grow by 24% through renewables. Now maybe electricity might be a bit more expensive in the short term, but think of the jobs and the way in which that cycles and goes round through the economy and through the forest. I mean, it's a no-brainer, really.
And renewables are coming down in price as well, while nuclear seems to be getting more expensive. Yeah.
Well, it seems to be just going up and up and up and up and up. And the idea that somehow you don't take into account what it costs to decommission is extraordinary. And as far as I can make out, the only reason that they're creating and building new nuclear power stations is to pay for decommissioning. That is a gamble on a gamble on a gamble. 7%, and this is a biggie, is biomass. Ground and air source heat pumps, that's 3%. Turbines, so we're talking about 30 sticks, that's 30 turbines over the whole of the forest. Turbines, tidal turbines, is 2. These are actually just putting props in the stream of the river, basically. And the rest of this is lagoons. These lagoons in the forest are not the ones that are further down, further down the estuary, which a lot of work has been done on, and again could be quite easily created. So that is how the forest would power itself. As I said, it could do double as much if you really
So this is the Forest of Dean that we've come from, and Stroud is here. This is Oldbury, and there was a nuclear power station at Oldbury which is now decommissioned. That's where they're going to build a new one. These lines show how far you are from Oldbury. So Stroud, for example, is just about 25 kilometres away. So if there was an accident at Oldbury, let's hope there never is, but if there was, one like Fukushima, the whole of Stroud would need to be evacuated, the whole of the Forest of Dean, because at Fukushima they were evacuated up to 30 kilometres away. So that would cover the whole of Bristol as well.
Gosh.
So instead of looking out on that, which actually we've almost grown used to, horrible though it is, that would then dominate the Severn estuary. If they actually go for the taller cooling towers, everywhere that's pink, you'll be able to see it from. So all the way up here beyond Tewkesbury, you'll be able to see these cooling towers. Even if they go for the lower option, you'll be able to see it on the dark pink. So right up at Stroud, you'll still be able to see these cooling towers.